It's the Positive Impact Show on Flavor 105.5 FM. Boom! Yes, it's your girl Chantel with your man
Truth It
and
AKA Smooth Spell.
It's been a minute since Finn has been back.
Yeah,
I feel like
back,
my lost brother has just come back home.
The prodigal son, you know.
Where were you spending this time?
Last week I was in New York.
It's gonna be working.
I was doing a wedding in New York, so. But I did catch the show like the last half on my way back, and it was good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I heard you shout me out too.
You know, we do that. We gotta keep it real. Family's family.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Family's family.
Look. What was that? What was that?
Oh man.
What's going on with you?
Boss, I'm going through it. There might be some changes coming in my life soon, so.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
Change is always a good thing.
if you know a good divorce lawyer, then I'm just playing.
I was about to say, Joy, I did not hear that.
If you're listening, I love you. No, we've been getting along.
Trying to get in trouble.
We've been getting along really good lately.
He is always planting that seed so he can get in trouble.
Listen, no, I'm just saying we've been getting along really good this past.
So, are you
couple weeks.
afraid of that?
No. I was talking about something else. I was just.
Oh, okay. Okay, I just want to make sure because a lot of people are afraid of when things are going really good, so they have to pick a fight. Just because.
Listen, we've been at the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows already. I ain't scared of nothing.
Look.
You can't feel what you already been through. I mean, you already been through it.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, we really getting along good.
That's good.
My queen, so she been doing stuff to keep me happy.
Oh Lord, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know.
It's good if you start laughing more different than you do.
Look, I can't. Pause all day on that.
Play. Press play. Fast forward.
I can't. Well, I'm happy you are happy like that.
Yeah, man.
I am very happy.
It's really good. So what's going on in Worcester this week?
Oh, Worcester.
Yo, what's going on at the Union Station?
That's the start of the art. That's the start of the art. It's for anyone who is an artist. They have all of their showcasings there. Mm-hmm. So that's what's going on. And Che Anderson, who works at City Hall in the city manager's office, is a really big advocate for the arts. And we have to get him on the show because he is like so dedicated to the arts. And he's trying to get art everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening at Union Station.
Ain't nothing wrong with art.
No, I mean, art for me is my baby's coloring. Like, I'm really good with that. But going to like I'm in this art history class right now. And I'm bored out of my life. I'm like, I do not care about the way that it stands. I don't care about the thickness. Do you see the warmth? No, I don't see it.
It's a class though. That's why, because it's not your passion. I don't think.
No.
So I don't know if you heard the story about the lady. I don't know if it was in London or whatever, but she was getting stabbed up by a guy at an art thing. And the people thought it was art, so they didn't.
And she was dying.
Yeah, she was really getting stabbed by this guy. He attacked her. He was stabbing her, and they thought it was like
a part of
an expression of art.
See that I don't get it.
Anything a weirdo does, they could just say, "Oh, it's art," and
it's
they get
art,
passed.
and that's crazy.
Yep.
Let's talk about what happened in Cali.
Okay.
The mass shooting.
Yep.
In California with the two what were they? Husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever they were.
Yep.
Now, when I first saw it, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna say what I was about to say. Let me go back. I almost got myself in trouble. Wait.
Okay.
But so I'm listening to it, and they're like, oh, it was a mental disabilities building.
Yep.
So there was one out of the 14 that are dead that was actually disabled.
Right.
And then the other one was like a board meeting that they were in or something, right?
Yep. Christmas party something.
So that's whack. Yeah. But so now it's Muslim now. Mm-hmm. Like how it go from, because first it was, well, no, they're mentally ill, because whenever the people that do, and I'm talking about the white people that do these mass shooting is always because it was a mental illness.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand. Like, if I did it being black, it's just because I'm crazy. You know what I mean? It's not, I don't have no mental issue. It's just the fact that I'm crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't understand it. And now it's, no, she's Muslim. Or they're Muslim and they're, Al Qaeda and ISIS and they're all a part of that because she wrote something on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. Like, which extreme is it? It's not just the fact that these people were sick and they wanted to shoot up something.
Right.
They left their children with their mama and then went and did what they wanted to do. It's just not that.
Okay, so it's the media spin.
Always.
And I think they were stuck between a rock and a hard place. Because if it was a white person that would have did it, then Black Lives Matter would have been all over it. Oh, the white people are the terrorists. They just shot up Colorado. Now they shooting up California. So the media was glad that it was really a Muslim. But now the rock and the hard place is that we're not safe. And they don't want to just come out and say, Americans aren't safe anywhere. They just blew up a package in Boston, yesterday or the day before? So, Christmas time is here and everybody want people to go away for the holidays. They don't want to start a hysteria, so they don't really know. They don't really want to push the Muslim thing right now. But January 1st, it's going to be problems. They're going to push it.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's Christmas right now. They don't want Americans being in fear, not traveling, staying at home, not going to the malls. You don't go to the malls, you're not spending money. Not everybody Amazon where you just order stuff online anymore. They still expect you to come out and spend your money. That could really hurt America if they say that we afraid to go out, afraid to spend money and everything. It's about the money.
I got you.
Yeah.
So the ironic thing about this whole thing is that during this thing in California, this mass shooting in California, there was also a shooting in Georgia.
Yep.
That killed a lot of people too, but that's nowhere to be found. So it's like my thing is you want to hype in this mass shooting, but you don't want to you don't want to shed light on everything else, but it always has to go back to Muslims, and then all that is black at the end of the day. And then you have it's always going to be it's always going to play the fence, black white. As much as people want to say, it's always going to be played back like that. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I don't know. Well, who cares? Anyway, so I'm serious. No, I'm just being serious. No, but so what about? Did you hear about the 100 pastors that met in a room with Donald Trump?
I did.
And Pastor Jamal Bryant. Shout out to Pastor Jamal Bryant. He said that those pastors were prostitutes.
Oh.
And that their pulpits were poles. So one of the pastors that went to the meeting with Donald Trump met with Jamal Bryant on CNN. So then, the pastor was angry, upset, and rightfully so. Someone said that about me, I would be upset. He said, I wonder how Pastor Jamal Bryant would feel saying it to one of the women that went there, or how would he feel saying it to one of those women's husbands when he went there. And Pastor Jamal, in all of his meekness, said, and you know what, I have to clarify that I am sorry. Because prostitutes get money.
Oh.
They went in there and came out and got nothing.
Oh.
He turned down going to Donald Trump's thing, and he called basically them people Uncle Toms.
Why?
Well, first off, let me preface this with I agree with them 100%. I agree with Pastor Bryant 100%. I would not call. Yes, no, for calling them out for going.
Okay.
Why? Because whenever there is unprivileged people, the privileged will exploit that, take advantage of that, and make it so that those unprivileged people are happy just to be in the room. So let me break it down.
I'm listening.
Okay. So Donald Trump said, build a wall, keep the Mexicans out.
He did.
He talked about Muslims.
He did.
He said, at a person who disrupted this thing, which was an African American, and he said he got attacked, he got roughed up. He said maybe he should have gotten roughed up. That is not something a potential president should be saying. What more does he have to say for you to say, I think he has a race problem in his heart. And what more do you have to hear from him? If he said a black man, maybe he deserved to get roughed up because he said Black Lives Matter. What more do you need to, what could he possibly say? Now, when you're running for president, that's when you're on your best behavior. Like, you know how Obama's acting out now, because he got his second term, he ain't got nothing to lose. So he could run his mouth, and he's showing himself right now.
I mean, he should be.
Yes, as he should be. He got his second term. You know, they can't.
As soon as he got that second, he should have been showing out.
Yeah, he should have been. Yeah, I mean, he about to let people out of prison. Everybody like, my man, you want to come on? Come out. So I mean, but Donald Trump, he's fighting to get elected.
Is he fighting?
Yeah, he's fighting.
Is he fighting?
Yeah, he's fighting.
I don't think he's fighting. I think his money is fighting.
Well, that's.
I think his money speaks for him.
He called another woman. He called Fiona, that other woman who's running, something Fiona, Carly Fiona, whatever her name is. He said she was ugly. He called her ugly. So he talked about he's disrespectful to women, disrespectful to people of color.
Donald Trump is not a good. I mean, I don't care for him. I'll put it that way. I don't care for him.
Mm-hmm.
But he's doing what every politician does. He's just a little more candid and willing to say it out loud, unlike the other ones who are willing to hide it. It's how I feel.
I think he actually didn't think he was going to get this far.
I don't think so either.
He's like, oh wow, I can actually do this.
And now he's like, well, I was already the jerk, so I got to stay the jerk now.
So yeah, I think he was being used as a popularity.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, just to gain viewership of the party. I don't know, just to get people's interest, or you know, like to say, there's no such thing as bad publicity. So get the publicity first and then clean it up after that. I think that's what it is.
Because I don't think he really wanted to run. I just think he wanted, because he did all that stuff to Obama in the beginning of his first term, talking about his birth certificate and all that stuff. And I believe there was an interview where he said, well, I'm going to run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's the only reason that he still did it. It's just because he said it. So he was like, I'm not going to go back on what I said.
So I bought myself a couple months ago. I bought myself these little Beats Studio headphones because, of course, you know this is just.
Talking about Dr. Dre.
Yeah, Beats by Dr. Dre headphones. So I got them, and I like the sound of them. They sounded good. They fit on my ears, okay, not snug, but they was okay, and I enjoyed them. I took them to the gym with me, but then I said, you know what? Why don't I just go for the studios? Why don't I get the bigger headsets?
Okay.
I didn't need them. It was just something to do, and I went out and bought the bigger ones. I'm waiting for them to come in the mail now. I'm telling you, Donald Trump said to himself one day, I got all this money. I'm a successful businessman. I mean, Obama's styling on me, talking about he's going to first now find out what happened to Biggie and Tupac. Really? I think I'm going to run for president. And even if I know I'm not going to win, but it'll be fun.
And that's what I think he's doing.
And what happened was America, when I first heard him, I liked him. I did, because he was saying things that other people were afraid to say.
And
so I like that about him.
I agree with that.
But then when he started talking about, Mexicans and then he started talking about, putting chips in Muslims so they can keep track of them and stuff like that. I mean, if he's doing this stuff before the inauguration, after he become, black people are in trouble. Oh, Black Lives Matter are going to get wiped out. It's over. It's a wrap if he becomes president.
This whole hashtag Black Lives Matter, Lord.
Let me put in the camera. We have a camera now recording Chantel's beautiful face while we're doing this.
Look, can you really see my face right now?
Yeah, you can see the whole thing.
This whole Black Lives. But anyway, I'm not even going that. I can't even touch on that today. I'm not in the right space for that. But I don't care for Donald Trump.
You don't care for Donald Trump? You don't care for Black Lives Matter?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that.
You did say you don't care for Donald Trump.
I said the whole hashtag.
Oh, the hashtag.
Black Lives Matter drives me crazy.
Okay.
Because it's on everything.
Oh, yeah.
It don't need to be everything.
But that's the whole point of a hashtag, man. you know?
Yeah, but it's like, I'm so tired. I am too through. People
every
getting mad.
That's right.
People getting mad about all lives matter.
Yep.
Puerto Rican lives
they should
matter.
Get mad about it. Yeah, they
Why?
should get mad.
Why?
Because if you're saying all lives matter to counter when someone says Black Lives Matter, that's a slap in the face. That I take that as disrespect when I say Black Lives Matter and someone says no, all lives matter. That is a sign of disrespect. Because if all lives did matter, then Eric Garner's police officer who used an illegal chokehold to choke him to death would have been in jail. If all lives matter, then Laquan, when he just got shot up those 16 times by that police officer, he would have gotten justice over a year ago when it happened. So all lives don't matter.
My thing with the whole Black Lives Matter thing, it did not come from our black brothers being shot down by police. That's what I don't like about it. It's like that was not the intent of it, and now everybody wants to put it on that. But that's not the intent of why Black Lives Matter came to be.
Okay.
And nobody was talking Black Lives Matter 2 years ago.
Nope, nobody was.
Nobody was talking about all of these killings that have been going on since the dawn of time. Nobody has said anything about Black Lives Matter then.
You're right.
So my thing is, this whole Black Lives Matter thing came up. All right. So now there's a hashtag for it.
Yep.
Why did it start?
Because of the pushback. Yeah. Oh, why did Black Lives Matter? It started. I know it started by two women. And
because they were discriminated against.
Yes, it was.
But it had nothing to do with
Mike.
It had nothing to do with these black people, black men being shot down by police. But now that's everywhere, and no.
It's like a branch of it, though. It's
but
because
it's not really a branch of it.
It's because of discrimination and being treated a certain way because of your skin color. Even the original people who were discriminated against, why were they discriminated against? Because they were black, or because if it was gay, then it would have been Gay Lives Matter.
See,
because I heard it was two lesbians.
Yes, that started it. And when you create a chapter of Black Lives Matters, one of the main things that has to be in there is transgender and all of these other things. It's not about black men being shot by police. It's not about that.
Yes, it is.
It's really not.
Whenever a black person of color's life is changed or treated differently because of their skin color, that's when you should say Black Lives Matter. Because society is saying Black lives, in fact, don't matter.
See, okay, so you just did the people of color thing again, right?
Yep.
So everybody says the people of color is, all the shades. So you have the Asian, you have the Cambodians and all of that, right?
Yep.
But when it comes down to it, people of color are just black. They're not the Spanish. They're not the Asian. They're not the anything else. It's black, right? But we're still this whole people of color thing.
Yeah.
Which it's not.
Okay.
That's not. It's not. I'm so tired of hearing it because at the end of the day, when slavery and all of that took place, it was on who?
Black people.
Okay. When they did all of these sitcoms and things like that, blackface, it was of who?
Black people.
Where were the Spanish?
Okay, so my oldest daughter, she's her skin is the same color as mine, same tone. I think she's actually darker. In her family, who's all Spanish, because she's a quarter Spanish, her mother is half Spanish, and her whole family teases her about her being so dark. It was slavery and racism in Puerto Rico too. That's why when you see TV shows now and you see Spanish people, they always dating white men or they always around white men. You're right. It is black and white, but it's black and white in other continents. It's black and white in other cultures. It's always black and white. It's just how it is. What do you think, Spinner?
Say what?
See, my issue is this though. I don't like. Because the only people that are not going forward are the black people.
Okay.
That's my issue. You have the Africans.
Yep.
They moving forward, right?
They don't like black people either.
Yeah, really? So then you have the Spanish, you have the Dominican, you have all of that. They're moving forward together, unified, right? You have the Asians, unified. You have the Africans, unified. But the black people... The Black Lives Matter people are not unified to save their life.
Nope, they're not.
What are we fighting for if we can't come together? Until black, like I have said this from the time I think I can talk. Until we as a people can actually support one another, all of this that's going on is not changing. Why? Because there's no respect, because we're not respecting ourselves at the end of the day.
Okay.
So why would anybody else do it?
So maybe it's talking in a circle, but I want to say that what you're saying is 100% correct. My response to that is, though, is that if you've grown up in a history and you've grown up in a civilization where you see people like you treated like 1/3 or like you have no value, it's hard to value yourself or value your own people. If you see I'm telling you, every other race, even in Worcester, does not like black people. Do not like black people.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to like...
Love yourself?
Yeah, if you see...
I disagree. Look, I'll be rolling your eyes. I disagree.
If you were in the 90s...
I was.
And if you were in the 90s listening to songs talking about sew yourself up, or listening to Tupac hit him up while he talking about killing another black man, that's an example. Tupac will say he loved himself, but he talking about killing another man, a brother. That's a sign of you not valuing yourself. The way he beat that guy down in the casino before he got killed, being Crips and Bloods against each other, no self-value. How can you like yourself when you hate people that look just like you?
Spinner. I'm gonna let Spinner go.
Pause.
We're gonna take a pause. All right. We're gonna go to the commercial break and we'll be back.
All right.
Babe. Y'all are crazy.